Hi, I'm Terriell from Terriell Samuels Pilates, and welcome to my 6-part mat series where we will work on the old school mat repertoire that Joe Pilates invented, starting here with the basic building blocks and working our way up all the way to a super advanced flow. In this video, we are working on the most basic Pilates exercises. These will help build your strength and foundation for the more advanced Pilates work. If you are here as a beginner who has never done Pilates before, that's great. You're in the perfect place. If you have Pilates experience or you're a more advanced Pilates practitioner, that's okay too. As you know, even the most basic Pilates exercises, if practiced correctly, can be super challenging. So there's something in this for you as well. Let's get started. Let's start seated on the mat. I want you to turn to the side and we'll take the hands right behind the back of the thighs here and just really lift the spine as tall as you can, lengthening out through the crown of the head. From there, zip your abdominals in and up by pulling your belly button into your spine, and then we'll round through the back and slowly start to lower yourself down to the mat to lie with control. From here, we'll take the feet and step them onto the floor, right in line with the hips. All right, so now with the toes pointing straight forward and the palms flat down on the mat, we just want to do a quick body scan here. So the spine is really long. We want the tailbone heavy, the abdominals pulling in so that belly button is pulling down to the mat. You want to feel your rib cage heavy on the mat here and the backs of the arms pressing down as well so that you have some tension and the chest is wide open. Let's look straight ahead. Take a big breath in here, and then as you exhale, curl your chin to your chest. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Keep pressing those palms down to the mat and look right into your belly button. Now only come up as high as the tips of the shoulder blades and make sure that that tailbone is still really heavy on the mat so that we're not tucking and lifting it off. We're just keeping it nice and neutral, nice and heavy. So now the abdominals are pulling in really tight to the spine. We're just holding this position here for 3. Feeling those abdominals, your core muscles start to fire up for 2 and for 1. And then just lower the head slowly back down to take a quick rest. Let's do that again. Big breath in. Exhale, curl your chin to your chest, lift your head, neck, and shoulders down. Now keep your palms flat down to the mat and press down all 10 fingerprints into the mat. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. Keep the belly button pulling in tight. Hold here for 1. And then slowly lower down. Now at the bottom, make sure the chest is wide open. We want to keep it that way as we do these ab curls. Chin to the chest, peel the spine off the mat. Good, hold here, pull the waist in even deeper. See if you can lift off just 1 inch higher here. Good, really work it. Maybe you're starting to sweat a little bit. I know I am. Hold it, hold it, hold it a little bit more, and then slowly lower yourself down to the back. Good. All right, so from here we'll take the knees, hug them tight into the chest. We want to give the low back a nice little stretch. Maybe you can rock from side to side and maybe do a little bit of hip circles. We're still kind of in warm-up mode here, just getting the body ready. All right, let's take those feet and place them back down onto the mat. Today we're going to do a modified version of the 100. So we're going to take the head, neck, and shoulders, lift them off. The legs are going to walk together so that your inner thighs and the insides of the feet are pressing together. Hug those inner thighs in. Yep, really feel the legs working to stay really tight in the center. Now hold here. Keep the chin to the chest with a little bit of space, the belly button pulling down into the mat. Now we'll float the arms up about 1 inch. And I want you to think of reaching your fingertips really long towards your heels, but keep those hands hovering, keep the chest open wide, just hold this position and breathe. We're gonna keep holding. And keep holding, keep squeezing the inner thighs, keep pulling the abdominals in tight. Good. Now this position, we're gonna stay here through the whole body. The arms will begin to pump up and down vigorously. Let's breathe in for 5 pumps and breathe out for 5 pumps. Breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. We're doing 100 pumps here today. Breathe in. Inner thighs keep squeezing together. Eyes stay on the belly button. And inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 5. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep pumping vigorously up and down. If your neck starts to hurt, you can lower the head down, but keep those arms pumping and just lift it back up after a quick rest. We're gonna keep going here. We have about 30 more pumps. Breathe in. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. Don't give up, we're almost there. One more breath in here. Last breath out. Hold your position. Keep the head, neck, and shoulders lifted. Keep your eyes on your belly button. I know it burns, but it's good for you. Belly button sinks down to the mat. Keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. Maybe lift off a little bit higher, and then gently lower your head, neck, and shoulders down with control. Now go ahead and look from side to side. Just giving your neck a little bit of break. If you had any tension, this will release it. Good. From here, I want you to hug both knees into the chest and rock and roll yourself all the way up to sit. Next is half roll downs. So from here, we'll widen the feet a little bit wider than hip width, but not too wide. And the hands will go softly behind the backs of the thighs. From here, look straight ahead and lift as tall as you can through the spine. Now we're gonna pull that belly button in as tight as you can. Draw your chin down towards your chest and round, coming into a beautiful C curve. When you're in this position, make sure the abs are really strong and tight and that you're not just slumping down into a position. We wanna stay lifted and lengthened, but just rounded. Maybe you'll feel a nice little stretch in your low back or in your upper back. I definitely feel it in my upper back because that's where I'm tight. And from here, make sure you have a really soft grip so we're not hanging on for dear life in the thighs. We're gonna take it down a few inches. So I want you to go past your tailbone and a little bit further down. Maybe your low back or your sacrum will touch and we'll feel those abdominals start to fire up. So we'll take 3 deep breaths here. In with the air. Exhale all of the air. 2 more breaths. In with the air. Feel those abdominals pulling in tighter, belly button to spine. 1 more time. In with the air. And exhale. And then we'll take it all the way up and over. Dropping your head down in between your knees. Stack your spine up nice and tall. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. We don't want them coming up into the ears. So shrug the shoulders, drop them down. Lift, round. Pull your abdominals in. Slowly roll down again. Now we'll take it a little bit further than before. Try to keep your feet stepping on the mat the whole time and the palms soft. And maybe if you don't need your hands, maybe you can just hover them off the backs of the thighs. And we'll roll down a little bit more. For me, I'm gonna go right into the super tight spot in my low back and I'm gonna hold it. And my abs are really burning here. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale, belly button pulls into the spine. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath in here. Inhale. And exhale. And take it all the way up and over, dropping the head in between the knees. Lift up really tall. We're gonna do that a few more times. Round it down. Let's go down to your point of control this time. I'm gonna go to the base of my rib cage. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down, until I feel my first rib touch. I'm gonna hold it here for 3 breaths. And it's really challenging. Exhale. Inhale. Maybe you're starting to shake in those low abdominals. That's really good. Shaking is good for you. 1 more breath in. And exhale and take it all the way up and over. Head drops down in between the thighs. Good. From here, we're gonna start rolling up and down the spine. Super slow, super controlled, bone by bone, inch by inch. Lift your spine tall, look straight ahead. Round through your back. Eyes on the belly button. Pull your belly button in. And keep your hands soft on the backs of the thighs. Keep your feet stepping on the mat. Let's go down to the low back. Hold it. Go down a couple more inches. Onto the first rib, the lowest rib, hold it. Belly button pulls in tighter. Now start to roll down your rib cage into your middle back. Keep your head, neck, and shoulders lifted. Hold it. And now let the tips of your shoulder blades touch the mat. Hold it. Keep your head up. Keep your belly button pulling in. And then lower your head all the way down. All right, now we're going to reverse it. Looking straight up at the ceiling. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders, eyes on the belly button. Let's hold this position. Get comfortable in this position, you guys. We do it a lot in Pilates. Belly button pulling in tight. And now start to come up a few more inches. Maybe that upper back is all the way lifted. Your shoulders are completely off the mat. Low back pressing down to the mat. Abdominals pulling in. Roll up the rest of the ribs. Come to that tight part in the back that's hard to roll over. Maybe you have to give it a little trial and error like me. I'm still pretty tight in my spine today. And then we'll take it all the way up and over, keeping your belly tight. And now go ahead and stack the spine up. Let's do it a few more times. Round through the spine. We're going to take it with a little bit more flow. Abdominals pulling in tight. Now your goal here is to roll through the spine as much as you can. Really putting that spine down bone by bone, inch by inch. Super careful, super slow. So you're at the low back. You're at the middle back. You're at the upper back, the shoulder blades, and then the head lowers down. Breathe in here. Exhale, lift your head up. Start to peel the spine up off the mat. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Make sure those shoulders are relaxed. Round it over. Must stay rounded here as we repeat, going down nice and slow, nice and controlled. To the lower back, to the middle back, and then the upper back. Breathe in as the head lowers. Exhale to roll it up, upper back. Keep crawling those fingertips, middle back. Use your abdominals. Lower back. Round it over. Stay rounded, roll it back. Tailbone pulls under. Yep, abdominals pulling in. Low back hits the mat before the middle back. Then the upper back, the shoulders, the neck, the head. One more time, chin to the chest, roll up. Articulating through the spine, working the stretch. Roll over. And then roll it down. Super slow, controlled. Abdominals stay pulling in really, really tight. Super, super tight. And then ends lying flat down onto the mat. From here, we're going to take the palms flat to the mat. Reach both legs long. We're going to do an exercise called single leg circles next. First, let's pull the right knee into the chest. I want you to give it a hug, stretching the hip. And if your hips are especially tight, you can roll that hip into a circle and then roll it the other direction. From here, let's take the hands behind the back of the thigh and then just start to stretch the leg up for 3. For 2, the elbows are wide, the chest is open, the abs are still pulling in tight. 1, hold the leg there. Now point and flex your foot. 3 and flex. 2 and flex. 1 and flex. And now just relax that foot. Keep your leg lifted. Now if your hamstring is really tight, you can soften the knee. If not, keep it really straight. Almost try to stand on the ceiling with your foot. And we'll take the palms flat by your sides and hold this position. Now belly button to spine. We're going to circle the leg small, across the body, down and around, and up. Hold it there. Across the body, down and around, and up. Keep going 3 more circles. Now as you do this, make sure the rest of the body is super stabilized. Shoulders and hips are not moving. The abdominals are pulling in tight. Let's do 1 more circle. Hold that leg all the way up there. Maybe lift it a little bit higher. Oh, it burns. It feels so good though. And then we reverse. Take it to the outside, then cross it over and lift it. Hold it. Take it to the outside, cross it over and lift it. 3 more circles. Outside, belly button pulls in really, really tight. Lift that leg a little bit higher. 2 more circles. Everything else in the body is steady and stable. Push the palms into the mat. Push the arms into the mat. Chest wide open. 1 more circle here. Lift that leg to the top. See if you can lift it even higher, higher, higher. And then hug the knee into the chest. Woo. Let's do the other side. Right leg long on the mat. Left knee pulls into the chest, give it a hug. And we'll give this hip a little bit of love just like the other side. So circle it, and then reverse it. And then take that leg straight up to the ceiling. Hands behind the back of the thigh, bend the knee in. Stretch it out, hamstring stretch. Bend it in, keep your abs tight here, keep your right leg long. Extend it out. One more. Bend. Extend it out, hold it there. Now flex your foot. Ooh, and point the foot. It's a nice stretch. Flex the foot and point the foot. Keep your chest open, make sure you're relaxed in your neck and your shoulders. One more time, flex and point. Keep that leg lifted, just relax your top foot as much as you can. All right, now hold here. Palms down onto the mat, chest wide open, belly tight. Lift your leg a little bit higher. Lift it a little bit more. Now we circle, crossing over the body first, across. Small circles, only as big as you can control. Hold it at the top. Across, around, and up. 3 more. Around. Keep your belly button into your spine. Shoulders relaxed down. Around, and up. 1 more. Across, around, and up. Hold it there. Now reverse it. 5 circles, outside, across the body. For 4, and across, and up. 3 more times. Keep pulling the abs in, pressing the arms down. Last 2, out, across, and up. 1 more time, out, across. Hold it at the top. Lift it a little bit higher, higher, higher. And then pull the knee into the chest. Give it a hug. All right, from here, pull both knees into your chest. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. And we're gonna rock and roll all the way up to sit. All right, rolling like a ball is next. We're gonna do a little prep today and then try the full roll. So from here, I want you to scoot a little bit forward so that you're on the edge of your mat. Make sure you have enough space to rock and roll. And we're gonna come into a really small ball position. So you'll grab onto your ankles, all 10 fingertips facing in towards each other with your hands to the side, or your elbows to the side. You want your elbows kind of bent to the side, biceps working hard to keep your legs pulling in. Now I want you to drop your chin down to your chest. The head stays in this position the whole time. Eyes on your abs. Now from here, point your toes, tip back a little bit, hold a balance on your tailbone. Now the toes are pointed and they're hovering about 1 inch off the mat. And in this position, I want you to make your ball smaller. Pull your heels in closer to your seat, as close as they can go, and round your spine as much as possible. Hold it here. Now, we rock back only 1 inch. So I want you to come slightly off of your tailbone, and it might not look like much. Just go onto that edge and then come up. And if you roll all the way back, if you fall back, it's okay. Just come back up and try again. Come all the way back, find your balance onto your tailbone. We're gonna rock back 1 inch. And take it back up. 3 more, rock it back 1 inch. And take it back up. 2 more, rock it back 1 inch. Abdominals pull into your spine. And take it back up. 1 more time, rock it back 1 inch. And back up, rest your feet down. Now that 1 inch is going to be the beginning and the ending of your full rolling like a ball. So now we will roll like a ball, just as it sounds. So we'll take the feet off, find your balance, chin down to your chest. Tip back 1 inch and then go back all the way to the shoulder blades, all the way up, find your balance, work that inch, round back 1 inch, tailbone tucks under, come all the way back, all the way up. And now control this with your abdominals, all the way back, abs pull in, they're your brakes at the top, the feet don't touch. Rock all the way back, all the way in, hold. 3 more times, all the way back, all the way in, find that balance. 2 more, rock it back, rock it up. 1 more time, rock it back, rock it up, hold it there. Try to make your ball even smaller, even more, and then place your feet down, take a breath. If you went to the side of your mat, just course correct. Sometimes it gets a little crazy. Hands behind the thighs, round in your back. Roll yourself slowly down with control. All right, Next, we're gonna do 2 exercises in the ab series. So let's bring both knees into the chest and hold. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up for single leg stretch. Eyes are on the abs. Let's pull the right knee into the chest with both hands on top of the shin. The left leg will reach out to a low diagonal 45 degrees. Hold here. Now we'll pull the right thigh in, 2 quick pulses. Pull, pull, switch your legs. Pull, pull, switch your legs. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Keep going with this tempo. And as you do this, you want to make sure everything from your shoulders down to your hips are not moving. Your head and your neck and your shoulders are lifted to the tips of your shoulder blades. Abdominals are pulling in as tightly as you can. Belly button down to the mat. And you're keeping these pulses quick, quick, and nice and sharp. Pull, pull. Keep going here. Elbows bend to the side to keep your collarbones really wide open. And the abs might start to burn. I know mine are. And we breathe. Inhale. And inhale. And exhale. Let's go a little bit faster. Exhale. Inhale. Keep breathing. Inhale. And exhale. And exhale. Big breath in. And out. And out. And inhale. And inhale. And exhale. And exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Both knees in. Head, neck, and shoulders lower down. Look from side to side here to shake out your neck. Whew. Take a big breath in. Now lift your head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. Hold here. Double leg stretch is next. So now let's reach the arms to the ceiling. Hold. Keep your eyes on your abs. Now if this feels too easy, reach your arms a little bit further back. Keep your belly button pulling in. And now let's stretch the legs out to 45 degrees. Hold it there. Circle the arms around. Pull your knees into your chest. Hold. Lower your head down. Woo, that was hard. It's really hard to do it slow. So we're gonna add a little bit of flow. From here, we'll lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Small ball position, eyes on the abs. Now let's reach the arms back, stretch the legs out at the same time. Hold it here. Circle the arms around, bend your knees in, hug your ankles again. Reach, big breath in. Circle the arms around, pull the knees in and hug. 4 more, inhale, stretch. Exhale, hug. 3 more, reach. And a hug, belly to spine as you reach up. Keep your chest up and hug. 2 more, inhale and exhale. 1 more time, inhale and exhale. Lower your head down. Look from side to side a little bit. Big breath in through the nose, big exhale through the mouth. And I want you to lift your head up again and then rock and roll yourself all the way up to sit. All right, last exercise today is spine stretch forward. So we're gonna take it back a little bit on the mat, and I want you to separate your legs just a little bit wider than the width of your mat, but not too wide to the side. From here, I want you to sit right up on top of your sit bones, lifting up as tall as you can. We'll flex the feet back. So now we'll take the arms right in front of you at shoulder height, kind of like a zombie, but with more energy. And then we'll sit up as tall as possible. Now I want you to zip your abdominals into your spine, staying really tall and long through the back. And now pretend like you have an imaginary wall behind you. Stay lifted tall, keep the legs tight, and squeeze your seat a little bit. See if you can grow a little bit taller up that imaginary wall. Now, chin to the chest. We'll start to roll down the wall, bone by bone, inch by inch. So that upper back comes off. Keep your arms reaching forward as if they're sliding along the top of a table. Now your middle back comes off. And I want you to hold it here, keeping your lower back on the wall behind you. Keep pulling your toes back, keep squeezing your seat. And now make sure those abdominals are pulling in and up really tight. Keep pulling that low belly in. Keep pulling that low back to the wall. And now just start to roll your spine back up that wall. Middle back comes on, shoulders relax down, upper back. And then the crown of the head lifts up really tall. Big breath in, lift. Even taller. Try to make more space in between each vertebrae in the spine. 1 more lift. Inhale. Exhale, chin to the chest. Roll down your wall, reach your arms forward. Start to peel that spine up and over off the wall. Drop your head down really heavy. Reach a little bit further than before, but keep that low back reaching back. You should feel a nice stretch in your spine, a nice stretch in your hamstrings, and a little burn in the abdominals. Keep pulling those abs in really tight. And now start to roll up nice and slow. Bone by bone, inch by inch. Shoulders relax down. Big breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest, round it over. Keep pulling your abdominals in, keep squeezing your seat. Let's go even further than before. Now hold here, one big breath in, and exhale to deepen your stretch a little bit more. Try to round your back a little bit more. And then go ahead and stack your spine up all the way. Lifting up really tall through your spine, hold here. Now gently relax your shoulders down, relax your arms down, and you are all done for today. Thank you guys for joining me for my basic Pilates mat series. Now, if this is the first time you've ever done Pilates, I recommend that you do this video a few more times. Repeat it as many times as you need until you feel comfortable doing all of the exercises here. After that, you can move on to the beginner series, which is the next video in my original mat series. It's 6 parts, basic all the way to super advanced. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. You can also sign up for my newsletter list by clicking the link below on the description. Thanks again for joining me on the mat today. Bye for now.